Hey, principals. Welcome to Principals on the Come Up, where we transform schools into hallelujah success stories. Our topic today are screens hijacking your school's success is a conversation that our Principal Mastermind have been discussing. We discussed that there are several pain points that affect our principals that's stopping them from having their school success. And this is one of the pain points that our principals are saying that's impacting their school's success, especially our principals of our elementary campuses. Since COVID, since 2020, school has not been the same and it will never be the same again. And one of the things that's impacting that is our screen time. So let's think about it. Are your students experiencing poor achievement because the screens are hijacking their school success? This is what our Principal Mastermind is saying, and they're saying that it's hurting our children's cognitive abilities. So are you experiencing that? So today we're going to be addressing some of those concerns and discussing that particular pain point. And we'll look at three ways that our principals in our mastermind have navigated the challenge. So we're not going to necessarily be giving you solutions, but we're going to be talking about the experiences that our Principal Mastermind Group principals have been experiencing. But the first thing we need to establish the foundation about how the American Psychology Association is saying that screen time is impacting our children's success. And one of the things that they're saying is that they're having delayed language development. And delayed language development is coming because of excessive screen time, particularly for our very young children. And that may limit opportunities for their verbal interactions, and also for the engagement with their caregivers. So this can potentially lead to delayed language development and communication skills. We also find that research says that excessive screen time reduces social interaction. So spending too much time in front of the screen may limit a child's opportunities for face-to-face social interaction. Social skills, empathy, the ability to understand nonverbal clues may suffer as a result. And we see that in the classroom with our younger children. And our Principal Mastermind Group is saying that it's just too much screen time. We're also finding that impaired sleep patterns are an outcome of excessive screen time. Screen use, especially before bedtime, can disrupt the sleep patterns of the children. Poor sleep quality and insufficient sleep can negatively impact their cognitive functioning, their attention, and their behavior. So we also, as the principals are, experiencing, and not only the principals in our mastermind group, but principals in general are talking about the experiences they're having with student behavior, the attention of the children, just the children's attention, because they are saying that they're just spending so much screen time. The other thing that research has found is that you have reduced physical activity. And of course, you're going to have reduced physical activity, having excessive screen time. You can have a sedentary lifestyle, not only with our younger children, but with our secondary students as well. And that reduces the opportunities for physical activity and exercise. And the lack of physical activity can have adverse effects on the physical health and well-being of the students. And also the content quality. Now, we have all kinds of barriers that parents can put on the screen, but we just don't know about the nature of the content that the children are exposed to during this excessive amount of screen time, and this causes concern. So they can be looking at, inappropriate or violent content, and that can have an emotional and psychological effect on the children. So that is the problem. That is the problem, as expressed by the American Academy of Pediatrics. So, what we're going to discuss now are some suggestions that our principal mastermind have put together, as a team. Before we do that, we want to ask you a favor. I would really, really appreciate it if you would go to YouTube, because we're also on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and we have the video there, if you would subscribe and give us a thumbs up, we would certainly appreciate it. And of course, you can share this with others who are in the field, our assistant principals, our teacher leaders, because we all have to work this together. And also, if you want to be a part of our principal mastermind, because the importance of principal mastermind is that when you have like-minded people experiencing the same things, and you have that professional and an educational outlook on the children, then it makes a difference. And we come up with ideas that we don't come up with just sitting by ourselves, having everything inside our head. The other thing is that you have the solidarity and you have the confidentiality to discuss the things that are impacting you as you are sitting in that principal's chair. You're sitting in that principal's office. The principal mastermind will offer you that opportunity to be able to share the feelings that you're having, get things out of your head, and find things that you have in common. When you have your principal mastermind group, you will find that some of the things that have just been a stumbling block to you, somebody else in the group has already overcome that and can share that with you, and you can share that with them. So that's the importance of having your principal mastermind group. But so that, let's discuss what the principal mastermind group is saying about what you can do with that screen time. So what they have done, they have created school to home partnership programs. And what these programs do, they encourage regular interaction between the parent and the teachers. These initiatives can involve scheduled parent-teacher conferences to discuss child development and strategies to promote healthy interaction at home. So you can come up with all kinds of ideas when you work as a group. And the things that our mastermind group have shared among themselves has been able to make an impact. And it's going to make a greater impact during this second semester as we get ready to for our testing season. The other problem that we identified as far as research is concerned is that children need real world experiences to develop the essential life skills such as problem solving, empathy, and creativity. So the principal mastermind group, they created what's called a collaboration. They are collaborating with community organizations to organize extracurricular activities and workshop. And principals are saying that they are not doing this personally. They are working with their teams. They're working with their counselors. They're working with their leaders on their campus to help come up with ideas. And everything you do where you collaborate and you have a team, what this is doing is showing, first of all, not necessarily that you're impacting change on students, but you're also impacting change on teachers. You're also identifying teachers who will be your leaders. And remember, your role as the principal in the school is not for everybody to come to you for answers. you are creating leaders, and this is an opportunity for you to create leaders. So when you get with community organizations, because this is a common issue, these kinds of activities can help promote hands-on learning experiences, and they can enhance your social and emotional learning skills with your children. So these are just a few of the things that our principal mastermind have noticed, and they have developed this. And being a part of the group, sometimes when you're by yourself, things just kind of take a while. But once you're with a mastermind group, then you notice that things move very, very quickly, and it makes your life easier. And of course, the success of the students is what our ultimate desire is. Now, you may say, well, yeah, that I can see that with the elementary kids, but let's look at these secondary kids. I mean, we're talking about excessive screen time with our secondary students. So what do we do with our secondary students? And what the principal mastermind is saying, that groups. So when you are planning your assessment, and as you do your lesson plans, what they're saying is develop activities that can be done through grouping. Of course, you can use your cooperative learning groupings and principles. If you don't have anybody on your campus who knows how to do cooperative learning, if you don't know how to do cooperative learning, make sure that you set that professional development up so that you can learn all the strategies that you can use with your cooperative learning. So what does cooperative learning do? Cooperative learning, first of all, it gets you to interact with the students themselves. You get to know who they are, and they get to know who you are. You give different students in the groups different responsibilities. And then it also helps with grading. You don't have as many papers to grade because the group is going to submit the data. And then it will be an opportunity for your students to express themselves within the group. And all of the screen time is put aside while they are learning how to interact with each other. And besides that, when you learn to interact with each other, it creates a safe environment. You find things out. You find out how students are feeling. They can let you know whether there's a problem with the student, or is there a problem within the building. So there are all kinds of attributes that that benefit you when you do your grouping. And the ultimate issue is that our mastermind principals are finding that screen time issue, once they're in your class and they are doing activities by groups, it makes a tremendous difference in student success. So once again, go to our YouTube page and subscribe to the YouTube page, and give us a thumbs up on our YouTube page. We'll certainly appreciate that. And if you are interested in being part of our Principal Mastermind, just go to barbaraypope.com and click on there and submit your question, or say, I want to know more about it. You can schedule a call, but you don't have to schedule a call. You can just leave your comments in the comments section, and we'll certainly get with you, because we know that being a part of the Principal Mastermind Group just makes a tremendous difference, not only in you, but in your assistant principals, your instructional coaches, as you work together as a team. And we know that as a team, we just achieve so much together. Also, you can look at the link, and you can grab a copy of our 10-page handbook on how to sustain school success. And of course, if you have friends who are not a part of Principals on the Come Up, you can invite them. You just hit that invite button on the page and get them to be a part of our Principals on the Come Up. So today, let's just do a quick recap. We're saying that there are several things that the screens are just hijacking our students, and is causing delayed language development. It's causing reduced social interaction. It's causing impaired sleeping patterns. It's causing reduced physical activity, and also the content quality we have no control over. And what our principals in the mastermind have done, they have created ways to meet with the community, ways to meet with organizations, ways for school to home partnerships to address these issues. Because, once they get to school and they have been face to face with screen time, a lot of the parents don't know how great this impact is, because, a lot of the screen time is used for babysitting, and parents just don't know the impact that they're having. So we have to inform them. So that's our look at screen time hijacking your school success. So I'm Barbara Polk, Principals on the Come Up, where we transform schools into hallelujah success stories. And if you have any comments about this, or you want to know any questions, there'll be a replay. You can add your comments now, or you can add your comments in the replay. If you want to know more information about our Principal Mastermind, you can put that in your comment section once this is over. And we just can, continue to have our schools become hallelujah success stories. So we'll see you next time on Principals on the Come Up, where we transform schools into hallelujah success stories. We'll see you next time.